Libra, Libra, Libra. I'm looking a little bit pale over here, I think. But I think it has something to do with the ring light and natural sunlight that's coming in. So, my air signs, finally, it's been killing me too because I haven't pulled cards for myself in like 2 months. And I'm like, what the fuck? Everything is going crazy in my world right now. So, I'm like, what is going on with the Libras? I kind of cheated a little bit with the Pisces because I'm Pisces moon, and then Virgo kind of gave me a little insight because my Venus is in Virgo. But normally my sun sign does resonate with me. So let's see, Libras. Libra, Libras. Woo, Libras. Libras, remember? I think it was a month ago, where I told you some things were going to be coming out and it was going to be some things that come to light. I had no freaking idea. But the spiritual community just went like haywire, like 100 to 1,000. So the first thing is we definitely get people or a person with status that is in conflict with like every fucking body. Everybody. This is everybody throwing hands. Everybody. Sticks, hands, stones, everything. So we got somebody, the star card, that could have some status. Some of you, like I say, you could have been involved with somebody who had some status. You may even be the person who has status. But there's some conflict that may be coming your way or the person that you're involved with way because of a lot of outside influences. Now, there was a lot of things that I saw in the last reading that I was like, oh, if somebody doesn't be accountable for the shit that they're doing, things are going to kind of blow up in their face. And a few of my friends are kind of like, you know what, that happened. A lot of things came out. And I'm pretty sure 2020 is a big catalyst for this because this is really a purging year. So a lot of things for everybody are like coming to the surface because we have to deal with it. Some of you, though, may be dealing with the energy a little bit heavier than others, though, Libra. I do get conflicts with money. So this could even be people that you work with, family members, friends, clients. Please, please, please be careful that you make everything clear when you're working with people or you're working on a project. If you don't understand something, ask questions. If somebody else doesn't understand something, please make sure you explain it. Contract. Put things on paper with people. Because I'm getting a lot of miscommunication with money. This could be you getting a job and, the person going, oh, we're going to, pay you $5,000 a month. And then you get that first paycheck and it's literally $2,500. And you're like, okay, wait a minute. And the person could be like, well, I meant $5,000 a month at some point, eventually. Well, that's not what you said. So some of you could be going back and forth. I definitely get some conflicts with money. Some of you may be losing money because of a work project or a client, or even loaning somebody money and not getting it back. If you don't have it to give, Libra, please do not put it out there because some of you will not get it back and it may end a friendship or a relationship with someone. Now, I feel like some of you may be pulled in a couple of different directions where it's like, okay, I need a job here, I need a job there, I'm trying to pull in clients here, I need this project. I get a lot of different things that are coming in, and a few of you are exhausted because you're working so hard and it's almost like a workaholic. But I feel like this could be getting ready for the holidays. Some of you may be feeling like your money is going through your hands, so I need to work a little bit more. So I definitely feel that there's a big pull of trying to get your finances in order. Some of you are going to really be limited with money this month because there could be some things that end up having to be emergencies that have to be paid out. For a few of you, this could be a vehicle, house repairs, medical procedures. So Spirit is kind of saying, if you have money, if you're making money, put something to the side because you could have something that comes in this month where you're going to have to utilize that money, or you may have something coming in early next year that you're going to have to pay a bill on it. It's like, oh, okay, I got to have this money there. And I kind of been taking heat with that because I've been feeling it. So I've been putting extra money in my savings account because I just have this anticipation that something is coming in. I'm not claiming it. I don't want it. But for some of us, we may not have a choice with it. Some of you are definitely feeling limited in your environment. I do feel financially, if this is the case, you have opportunities that are going to be coming in. But I keep hearing strongly, get the budget right, get the finances right. So I feel like the struggle for a lot of us this month is going to be money and managing it. Excuse me, you guys. Needed a little caffeine there. But it looks like that there's opportunities that are coming in to make money. So I will say probably money opportunities. Some of you are entrepreneurs. You could be pulling in more clients. Some of you may be borrowing money from places. There could be some unexpected money that's coming in. This could be another stimulus check. For a few of you, this might even be trying to get your income tax refund early. But I do feel like there's some things that are going to be coming in that can help you. Now, a few of you definitely are going to see a breakdown in a relationship. The cheating card keeps coming up when I shuffle for you guys. Normally, 3 of Swords to me is about cheating or third-party interference in a relationship. I get a lot of emotional pain. Some of you may be going back and forth with a partner where you're trying to explain or defend yourself. I still feel like there's more things that are going to be coming out, Libra. So if you are doing some things in the dark, get ahead of it. Sometimes it's just like, you know what, I fucked up. Let me tell you what I did so we can try to work it out. And then leave it up to the person if that's what they want to do. If they don't, then you just got to walk away from it. If this is not you, you could be finding out something about someone you're involved with or close to. And it's like, man, you know, I'm disappointed. I don't feel like I can work it out. There could be a breakup that's coming in for some of you because you feel like you have to walk away from a situation, or somebody is feeling like they need to walk away from you. Now, I'm definitely getting you guys going into hermit mode, and it's like a lack of movement. So there could be this thing of maybe you're stressed, you're tired, you know, the holidays could be coming on. I get seasonal depression. Some of you may be feeling that. And it's almost like I can't fuck with people right now. I feel like I need to kind of pull away, regroup, focus on me, heal myself, get my energy right, and then come back. Some of you definitely are moving into a stagnant place, and it's not by choice. Some of you may have things that are shutting down around you where it's like, okay, wait a minute, I'm tired. I can't keep dealing with this, so I got to pull back a little bit. Take the time to heal you, Libra. If you feel like there's something that you need to take a break from, take a break from it. Some of us tend to be workaholics. There's 2 types of Libras in my books. There's ones that never ever stop working. They're hustlers for life. And then you have the other ones that literally keep trying to jumpstart, and it never exactly goes the way that they want. There's no follow through. Depends on where you fall in that cycle. But I feel like for all of us across the board, there's this thing of feeling exhausted because putting energy into something that is not really going in the direction that you want it to go, or feeling like you need to pull back because things are not going the way that you need them to go, Libra. Some of you are going to find yourself definitely moving. For a few of you, I feel like this could be downsizing. So you could have somebody that is moving out of your house and you're like, I don't need all this space anymore. So I'm going to get me a nice little townhome by a pond or a lake or downtown by the clubs, whatever it is. Some of you definitely maybe having children that are adulting and moving out, and you're like, you know what, I can either downsize or I'm going to turn that room into a craft room or whatever it is that you want to do. Mine would be an office. I already know what it would be, but I don't think they're going anywhere, not anytime soon anyway, but I could be wrong. So you could have some kids that are a roommate that's moving out. For a few of you, you may actually just be relocating, leaving an area completely. Some of you are going to be finding yourselves going off the grid, where I'm getting like there's no internet, there's no TV, you're growing your own vegetables, you're having your own animals, and more power to you. I have a couple of friends that do it. I don't know if I could. I mean, I could definitely deal without the hustle and bustle. But because I make my money a lot of times going online and readings and things like that, I definitely feel like I would need the internet to stay connected. I don't know, but I know some people who do it, and they balance it. So some of you may be going into that energy. Will not apply to everybody, because for some of us, you may be like me and that may not be your thing. But for a few, definitely. Some of you are just pulling back, you're going off grid, and you're focusing on yourself. A few of you may be finding yourself falling in love with somebody who's completely different than you. This could be, is that an orb that just shot by? Some of you could be falling in love with somebody who's of a different race, different culture. There could be an age difference between you and this person. You could have status, they could have status. But I feel like something that really kind of comes in and catches some of you by, you know, off guard. Like I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't looking for love. I'm not ready for love. I don't want love. And here it is at my door. Um, be prepared that this may be something that is going to be really different for you, but it may be something that is really, really good for you. I feel for a few of you that you're going to be ending a toxic relationship or pulling away from someone because it no longer works for you. And you may be like, I'm closed off for love. I don't want to do this again. And then bam, you get hit. Somebody comes into your space and it's like, damn it, damn it, damn it. Here we go. So some of you may be dealing with that energy where there's love that comes in. You're not expecting it. Maybe you don't even want it, but there it is. I do get a lot of travel. Some of you could be contemplating moving to a different state or a different country. I get a lot of starting over for some of you, and it could be because something is dead in your life or something has come to a complete ending. Libra, Libra, Libra. Let's get into these cards. All right, we got the Hierophant. We have the Eight of Blades. We have the High Priestess. We have the Seven of Coins. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Hermit. We have the Five of Cups, I'm sorry. We have the Four of Coins. We have the Two of Blades. Let me try to get that glare off of it. We have the Nine of Coins. Where you at, webcam? There we go. We have Balance. Ten of Wands. Five of Coins. Three of Cups. Page of Wands. Nine of Blades. And we can't leave on worries. Four of Wands. What else is coming in? Six of Coins. Some of you definitely are moving and you're worried about a move. You may be feeling like I'm going to lose money or I won't be able to sell something and get enough money for it. But it looks like that you may have something that's coming in really, really quick. So for a few of you, you may not have a choice but to move. But you could be having problems selling your space. So I'm getting two different things with this. Some of you may be dealing with eviction notices where it's like, okay, you're behind. We got to go ahead and move you out. And you're like, okay, wait. I don't even have money to move somewhere else. So I feel like some of you are going to be taking out a loan or looking into some type of assistance or even borrowing money from somebody else to kind of help you in an environment, to stay in an environment. For a few of you, there is a move that's coming in and maybe you're trying to sell a home or move quickly. So it's almost like I feel like somebody's trying to sell something, get money off of it so that they can move on. There is going to be something with a loan or some type of financial backing. If you're trying to get a house and you feel like you don't have all the money, I feel like some of you are going to have something that opens up, that brings in some type of financial upswing so that you can purchase a home or an apartment, especially if this is your first month and your deposit. Some of you are like, I don't know where I'm going to get the money at. I need to move, but the money looks like it's going to be there because there's money coming in. Could be income tax refund. For some of you, could be a second stimulus. For others, this could even be taking out some type of loan. Now, the first thing that we get is a Hierophant, which is typically a spiritual person. This is somebody who feels trapped. Eight of Swords is self-imposed bondage. This is somebody that is feeling like their environment is not working for them anymore. This could be a teacher. This could be somebody who's taking classes, teaching classes, but they're feeling a little bit limited. Now, normally with the Eight of Swords, this is not spirit, this is people. This is something that you did to yourself. So some of us may be coming to the conclusion that some of the issues that we have or are having are because of decisions that we made, and we may be struggling with that. There's a fear because somebody is feeling caged in or trapped, or they're feeling really overwhelmed. When you look at the Eight of Blades and the Ten of Wands, this is literally a feeling of being overwhelmed, having way too much on your plate, feeling like the world is kind of falling in on you. And it's somebody, if you look at it, one is screaming to get out, the other one is grabbing their hair, and it's like, I'm looking for relief. Now, for some of you, This may have something to do with some type of spirituality or religion. There could have been something that came in that affected you. There could have been a spiritual awakening or spiritual growth, and it may be making you feel a little bit discombobulated, or with the Temperance card, out of balance. Some of you may be struggling, let me get this in, to find your balance. You could be dealing where you feeling like you're different from the people around you. You're not being understood. This could be people even judging you on things that you do. This could be exactly what makes you go into hermit mode, Libra. Some of you are like, you know what? I'm going to stop fucking with certain people. I'm not going to put energy into them. I'm going to study. I'm going to focus in on myself, and I'm going to kind of let things float on. I feel for a few of you that you possibly could be taking some vacation or trip, because I do get a lot of traveling that's coming in for you guys. Some of you, this is going to be road trips. Some of you are actually getting on a plane. And for a few of you, you're actually doing a big relocation to a different state or a different country. Now, I do feel for a few, you may be even creating some type of mobile business where you're traveling on the road, because we got the Seven of Cups, and then we got the Wheel of Fortune. And this is sometimes too a business turning around. If there's businesses that have been having problems, if you look at the Seven of Coins, this woman has all these ideas, but she feels like she's not making money. She's missing money. And there's money being offered there, which means that some of us are running around like a chicken with our head cut off, and we're trying to find this money, and it's right in front of our face, which means that we need to sit down and restructure what we're doing. Now, for some of you, you could be having a side gig where you're an Uber or Lyft, a truck driver. Some of you may be having some type of mobile business where you create or conduct business on wheels. I have a friend, Lena, that was talking about an RV where she is able to travel from event to event and sell products. So for some of you, you could even be thinking about doing this. For a few of you, this could even be spiritual products. Some of you are even going to be on the road, and you can be doing something with spiritual or religious things. This could be teaching. This could be selling products. This could be doing readings. But I feel for some of you that you're opening yourself up to traveling. Now, for a few of you, if this is not a spiritual business, you could be spirit-led, where spirit is like, okay, look, we're opening this door for you. We want you to try this. Or we want you to go to this event. Or we're opening this opportunity up so that you can take advantage of it. And for some of you, you're going to be pushed towards entrepreneurship, where you could be creating things with your hands. You could be selling your own products. You may even be starting an online business. Some of you may be even taking this business on the road. There's a lot of travel coming in. The Wheel of Fortune is definitely telling me that you're moving forward. And even though the momentum may have come from being really, really slow, I feel like some of you are going to be slowly picking up speed. Now, if you are doing road trips, I always tell people, check your vehicle, your maintenance, your water, your oil, tires, make sure everything is okay. For a few of you, you may have some minor problems, and spirit is like, definitely check it out before it turns into a bigger problem. For some of you, like I was saying, there may be this energy of, I want to say, stagnation and then movement. So I don't know if this is, some of you could be going to a place like a gypsy or a nomad, living out of your vehicle and running your business or picking up business as you go. Will not apply to everyone, but for some of you it will. For a few of you, you could be a truck driver. Now, some of you definitely with the High Priestess and the Hierophant, some of you could be very intuitive, and you could be using this to elevate yourself as far as business. Some of you may be using this knowledge to teach, share knowledge. Some of you are going to be taking classes that are going to open this up. A few of you, I feel like there's some type of spiritual growth that's coming in, and you may see some benefits from it. Now, I will say, be careful that you're not going in too quick with ideas, with no structure, because I feel like that some of you have really great ideas as far as businesses are making things work. But if you don't really get your structure or your foundation, you may figure out that things may not work exactly the way you want them to work. Now, that doesn't mean give up. It just means that we need to go back in, because some of you may have this really great idea, and it's like, oh, I can pull in money and do it this way. But we have the Four of Coins. Four of Coins to me is, if you look at the picture, this kid is very talented. He built this castle, and it looks like it would be worth more money, but he only got paid a little bit, and he feels like the money is not actually connected to what his skill set is. Some of you may be very skillful, but you feel like you're not making the money that you need to make, and there's a disappointment there. There's some of you that are going to pull away, go back into hermit mode so that you can restructure and come back. The high priestess is showing somebody who literally is bringing insight into action. It's like, okay, I can see it. I can feel it. I know it's going to happen, but we got to figure out how to make it happen. The Hierophant could be using your knowledge. If you are some type of spiritual teacher or guru or motivational speaker, some of you are literally using your knowledge, and it's intuitive, where spirit is kind of guiding you. Move in this direction, move this way, because we're trying to show you opportunities that are definitely open for you. Be prepared that spirit may come in and tell you some things in your dreams or show you some things. Now, some of you are definitely struggling with money this month, because we got the 4 of coins, we got the 5 of coins, we got 7 of coins, and then we got the 6 of coins coming in. 6 of coins is typically some type of bonus, some type of payment, something that could be coming to you. For some of you, you could be taking out a loan for your business. Some of you, this could be unemployment while you're in between jobs. A few of you, actually, if you are an entrepreneur, you have the opportunity to make money, but you may have to restructure your business to make the money. For some of you, I definitely feel like there's opportunities that are coming in for money. There's a possibility of bringing more money in with the 6 of coins. This could be a promotion, this could be a bonus or something that's coming your way that opens up a lot more doors or opportunities for you. For a few of you, I see the goal is to work for yourself, independence. I don't want to have to rely on other people. I don't want to have to be connected to other people. I want to have my own thing. So I feel, Libras, if you haven't tried to look into starting your own business, some of you really are going to be heading that way. If you're working for a company, you could be working on a project, but some of you may feel like you work better off alone. This may be a thing where it's like, I don't really need to be in a group or work with a group to succeed. And some of you may be finding yourself pulling away from people, or you may even find people pulling away from you, which gives you this thing of being alone or solo act. And for some of you, you're actually going to thrive in this energy. So don't be afraid of it. If there's something where you're working with a project and they're like, okay, look, I need you to go off to the side and do this on your own, don't freak out. It's because the person believes you can do it, and literally you can. You're a Libra. You can do anything you want. But I feel like some of you have to kind of detach from crowds or groups because they may not be beneficial to you. Some of you, you may even have a group or an organization cutting you loose and saying you no longer fit the mode, because we got the Temperance. 2 people that are literally moving in 2 different directions. We have one person that has a cross, they have no tattoos. The other person has piercings, tattoos, and it's like we don't see eye to eye. Some of you may even be connecting with a mediator to kind of help with this situation. Let me get the glare off of it. Let's see if I can move it in so you can see a little bit clearly. Some of you could be even talking to a friend, a therapist, or a mediator, especially if you're working with someone where there is conflict. For a few of you, I feel like you may have a mediator that comes in and helps you out, but for some, I feel like there's going to be a cutting of ties with this person or organization just because there's 2 different views. So if it ends, let it go. Don't worry about it. Some of you definitely are going to be dealing with issues when it comes to your money. We got the bills are due. This person doesn't want to see it. They don't want to open their eyes. They don't want to acknowledge that there's a problem. You can keep the eyes closed. You can chant. You can do whatever you feel like you need to do. But trust me, when you open your eyes, that bill is still going to be in front of you. That problem is still going to be there. You got some decisions to make. Some of you, the decision is going to literally be walking away from something. There's something that comes in with a new message. Move forward. I feel like with this, some of you are walking away from a situation or being let go from a situation, and it may be for your better good because it may not work for you. I get the 9 of Swords, and with the 2 of Swords, let me get the right cards. Why am I, there we go. Like, why am I not picking up? I'm trying to do it without looking, and that ain't working for me. Some of you definitely are worried about changes that are coming in, and this is changes in your environment. This is changes with people. This is sleepless nights. How am I going to do it? I feel like a few of you with the Chariot card being on top of these cards are just going to be moving forward. Some of you are going to go through some growing pains with this because there's some lessons that are going to be learned through this. And for a few of you, you're going to lose some people. I feel like there's a worry of, I don't want to deal with this issue, I don't want to deal with this problem, or I don't want to be accountable. But you're going to have to, Libra, because there's a part of it that you're looking into something with your eyes closed. So you can't see it. You don't want to see it. But just because you don't see it or don't want to see it doesn't mean that there's not a part in it, because we got an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, who is purposely not trying to see things the way that they are. And it's causing some type of stress, some type of worries within your life. I will say that you have to be really careful. If there's something that's going on that you know you're wrong on it, apologize, move forward. I do it all the freaking time. Sometimes our mouth gets us in trouble. Sometimes our lack of action gets us in trouble. Sometimes we just are stubborn. So wherever you fall on that scale, if there's something that you know is a problem and you have to deal with it, then you have to be accountable for it and deal with it. You either rectify it or you're going to move on. Some of you definitely are running away from something, because I get the energy, especially with this Page of Wands. Right under it is the Ten of Wands, and this is somebody who literally is running away from a situation. I want to start a new adventure. There's excitement there, but I feel like somebody's doing it because they're overwhelmed. I'm shutting something down. I'm running away because I don't want to deal with it. Remember, at some point, it's coming back. You still got to deal with it. Some of you, this could be walking away from a job. Some of you, this could be walking away from a relationship, friendship. Some of you, family members. But it is showing that there's going to be something where you have to end this the right way, or have put closure on it, or it's going to be something that keeps coming back and biting you in the ass. Now, I do feel like there's a move that's going to be coming in. Some of you, you may be moving to a different city, different state. For a few of you, I feel like there's going to be some type of quick wedding too. Some of you may be finding yourself eloping with someone. This could be private. Not everybody will know about it. You may come back and be like, oh, I got married, I moved. There could be an age difference between you and this person, a cultural difference. Some of you may already be planning this, but you're not telling other people. And I mean, that's elopement if that's what you want to do. If not, this could be a quickie wedding. And I get that this is something that maybe you feel like, I want to do it this way because it's easier for me. A few of you definitely are going to be dealing with some type of legal issue coming into this month or the next 3 months. I will say for a few of you, there are going to be some bad news or some more money that's going to be spent out with these legal issues. So this could be a lawsuit. This could be child support. This could be having to pay a fine, a traffic ticket. Please, 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 when you get that bill or that summons, go. Because if you don't go, for some of you, it's going to be a little bit worse than what you anticipated. Now, I do feel like there's going to be something where you're having to expend or put money out for a lawyer or some type of legal help. Some of you definitely are going to have to put a lot more energy into it, because it looks like for a few, this could be really, really deep. And I guess some of you possibly could even be getting married because of that. And I wonder why. Sometimes it's, what is that, where the wife or the husband can't testify against each other if they're married. Now, it may not apply to you. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. But I just kind of heard that. The Law and Order theme came in my head. Don't. And I feel like that this is somebody, this is either for immigration, because I'm getting a legal thing, a legal reason for the marriage. This is either immigration to keep somebody in the country, to help somebody move out the country, or this could be where somebody is like, I don't want to take advantage or be put in a position where I have to talk or speak against my spouse. So get in with that where you fit in. Will not relate to everybody, but for some of you, definitely some type of legal situation that you may have to deal with. For a few of you, I feel like it's on top of money coming out, so it may be child support with a spouse. Some, definitely there is going to be a moving away, downsizing. For some, you may actually be getting moving from an apartment to a house. I do see that there is selling a house or trying to sell property really quickly, because maybe there's something else that you love and you found and you don't want to lose it. Some of you are maybe not wanting to move, but you don't have a choice because there could be something with eviction or something wrong with your structure or where you're living now. Definitely a lot of spiritual growth coming in for you this month. Libras, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to messages that you hear on the radio, songs that repeat, numbers that repeat, because there's a lot of intuitive information that is being given to you or downloading. Some of you literally are going to be pulling away from people so that you can connect with spirit a lot more strongly. Some of you are going to be trapped or feel trapped by your spirituality. There may be some things that need to be worked out. There's conflict. And if you're dealing with anything with the spiritual community right now, I pray for you because there's a lot of fuckery and conflict that's going on in certain aspects. If it's not touching you, you're blessed. For those that it is touching, I pray for you. I pray that your spirits protect you, and I pray that justice be done for everybody involved. But you guys, please, please, please balance yourself. There's vacations that need to be taken. Don't put it off. If you feel like you need to get away, because I feel like somebody's either struggling with a breakdown or they're dealing with somebody who's going through something. This could be a family member. My dad is, I don't want to say dying, but he's not doing well. So some of us are struggling with that, and we're trying to prepare him and prepare ourselves. So for a few of you, you may be dealing with somebody who's around you that's really breaking down and struggling with something, and you're trying to be strong. But you got to remember too that the caregiver needs to be cared for also. So make sure that you do things that are good for you. Drink your water, your food, get your rest, do whatever you need. And I pray for you. I definitely keep you in my prayers. All right, Libras, I love you guys so much. Please be careful.